I'm so harsh lately. It's the way you make me. I'm sick of the way you hate me when I'm not around. I don't wanna change it. One chance, it won't do the retake. We don't need to be fake if you shut me out. Too long to see you again. Don't hesitate. No time to waste. Don't make me wait. Too long to see you again. Give me more. I want you to call me yours. I don't wanna be behind you when you wanna shut the door. What's the point? Can't talk over all the noise. You don't wanna understand me. You just wanna hear my voice. Give me more. I want you to call me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to BBR Podcast. It's episode 112, and we gonna have a good time here. We don't. You gotta rip your fucking ass. Whoa.
All right, so that happened.
I don't know. It kind of went from like that fucking dude from Joe Dirt to like kind of Brandon DiCamillo from Viva La Bam or something.
And kind of J-Dog.
Yeah, kind of. Whoa.
There was definitely a little bit of J-Dog in there.
It went from a few things very quickly.
There's always
And,
a little pup in all of us.
Yeah. And Fred, what the hell were you talking about? The intro to last week's episode.
Yeah, that
While I
intro
crack
is
open this fucking chocolate croissant.
that intro is from Sugar Ray's album. Was it 1459? Their second album, I think.
Racist, homie.
But yeah, the first track on that is like a death metal piss take, I guess. And I got a good kick out of it, so.
It sounds cool. Like it sounds like some cult thing. Like they got the sound right, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, they pulled it off pretty well.
I'm wondering, is that Sugar Ray? Is that like a sample? Like, did another band give that to them, or is that Sugar Ray playing that song?
No, I think it's them, and I mean they have like a studio budget to help them with it too, right? But I love how they just got whoever was singing it to like start coughing.
Interesting. All right, let's see if we
Be
can
nice,
do this here.
be nice to your sister.
Oh yeah, forgot to introduce our nicknames. Today I'm Tublin. Maybe that's like Tubby in Dublin. I'm not sure. And we have we're also joined by Sorry Nipples. Oh, Sorry Nipples. And Fredricus. Yeah. So new nicknames each time we do this.
I thought mine felt very Roman. I was happy with it.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry,
you've
nipples
been-
kind of weird.
Sorry Nipples. Sorry Nipples is a good one. I like that.
It is. I like it a lot.
And then when little Nicky's
respectable.
like floating away, you hear, "Oh." Not that horrible, but still pretty bad.
So what have you fine folk been up to all week?
Got a last minute fucking job. I got the notice on Tuesday night, and then we ended up opening for Profanatica on Thursday with Unblessing.
Oh,
You probably saw a couple clips.
Yeah.
See, if that was Galicia that got that gig, we would have been like off the walls. But it's with a band that I'm like filling in with, so it almost just feels like another day at the job site. Did you get that vibe, Paul?
No, it was so cool though.
It was cool.
Had to
Hey,
had to support.
is your show the one that Paul's semen was for sale?
I think, but no, because they played 2 nights in a row in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
I think that one sold out at the Regent.
What, the semen or the show?
That load.
The Seamen. Yeah, they did their big show on Wednesday night at the Regent Theater, and then a guy that we kind of know, like a few of our guys like sort of know, owns a place called Knucklehead around here, and it's a pretty small place. And is it just me, Paul, or is there not that many people there?
Yeah, there was so little people there. I want to say
yeah.
like maybe 30, 40 people,
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
if that.
For Pro
Yeah,
Fanatica?
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
it was-
that it was like advertised weirdly. It said
It was advertised it was very misleading. It was hard to
said-
understand.
Pro Fanatica meet and greet with these bands playing.
Yeah, it said performances by. And that almost makes it sound like
They're not going to
Pro
play.
Fanatica will be there, but they won't be playing. These other bands will be playing. And I think that confused everyone. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on with that. The bands didn't know. I didn't know. Nope, nobody knew.
Huh.
We only found out because one of our guys just went up to the lady who was in charge of the sound and said, "Hey, it's Pro Fanatica playing tonight?" She's like, "Yes." So, yeah, nobody actually knew. It could have been misleading, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of people there. There were strippers. They had stripper poles set up in the middle of the place.
Yeah, during your guys' set, they're going flying around.
Were they really?
Huh.
Yeah,
I couldn't see. I couldn't see strippers from the stage with the blue lights and the.
just out of the corner of my
fog.
eye, I just saw like legs and heels like turning around by the ceiling and shit.
Yeah, so I was like, we were all kind of up front for Pro Fanatica, and the stripper stage was like right behind me, and I'm standing next to Angel, and Angel like keeps turning his head every like 3 seconds, and so I'm turning around, and Angel's like, that one's got a gut, and I was like, awesome. I was like, all right. And Angel's like giving me his commentary about Pro Fanatica the entire time. He's like, they start doing a D-beat thing. He's like, I don't like when they do that punk shit. It's like, okay, well, thank you for telling me during the set.
Yeah, all randomly during like like the blasting part, he's just like tapping me on the back like along with the rhythm and shit. It's funny.
He's tapping you on the back.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
Angel does weird shit. Like it is a little bit obnoxious, but it's I don't know. It's
fun.
just him. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like remember you guys were kind of standing out there, and I went and stood with you guys, and Angel like grabs me by the neck, and he's like, "I just want to choke this fool." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Do you remember when he did that? I'm like,
No.
I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" I think he's trying to like fuck around, but it was just kind of confusing and out of nowhere. I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, and then they had like posters, one that was like signed by the band. They just had like a fuckload of them right there. They said the first 40 people to go will receive the free poster, but it was like only 40 people there.
Yeah, so everyone got free posters. Paul got.
You
4
get a
of them.
poster, and you get a poster.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
2
Paul
for
got
me,
2 extras.
and then 2 for the band room.
Maybe we need 1 for the band room.
Yeah, because there's like the Pro Fanatica meet and greet one, and then there's a signed one.
Oh, they're not all signed?
No, they're 2 different flyers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
Still
we'll
pretty
put
cool.
the signed one up.
got to start putting them on the ceiling.
Yeah, you know what? We might have to start doing that. We're out of room. We're out of room on the walls. Like in the band room, we're completely out of room.
You know,
What I've been
flags
doing is, like-
flags look really cool on ceilings.
How would you do that though? Like, I'm thinking fucking.
Yeah, tack them.
I guess
Yeah.
I would have to just tack them, right? Maybe I'll put our big swastika flag up on the ceiling. That'd be cool. And because we have a big swastika and a big Totenkopf flag that aren't up anymore, but I still have them. Because people would go in and they would see that, and like it was always like, there wasn't a lot of people that even said anything about that. There was one guy who came over to like record the last Warriors Chalice thing, and he's like, it's kind of sketch. What's on kind of sketch? It's like, all right, well, just chill out, dude. It's metal. Come on.
It's shock value.
It's metal, dude. This is black metal. Hello.
Yeah, and then
Maybe we'll have to do that.
the guy who
Speaking
recorded that last release, we ended up getting the CDs for that too.
Yeah. Speaking of Warriors Channels.
Yeah, CDs are out. Go buy one, please. Guess how many we've sold so far?
3?
1. We have sold 1 after all that, all the reposting and no gleaming light. It's like you little pigs. Give me your money. It's not even about give me your money. It's more like I kind of need these things out of my life. I think I just need to start sending these out to to different distros is what I need to do to kind of get the word out a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't imagine if we did more than 50.
Yeah, I
It'll
mean
get out of hand.
it's kind of weird. It's like it's like, okay, you have the internet, you have all this advertisement kind of uh, not even advertisement, but what's the word? You have this exposure, and people see it, and people know about it. But I'm not even just talking about this CD in particular. It seems like there's not a whole lot of talk going around anymore about like about any album. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck's coming out. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of chatter going on in the online metal community, if you can even call it that. Have you guys noticed that? I'm not seeing a whole lot of reviews. I'm not seeing a whole lot of comments on things. I'm not seeing a whole lot of promoting of bands, even from labels. I feel like I just don't see a whole lot. Am I missing something?
No, I don't think you are. I think it's. I don't know if it's happening less or if it's just more people aren't paying attention as much. Like even on my own account, I found that there's been a lot less interaction in the recent past. Maybe I'm just posting shittier stuff. I don't know, but it feels different in the last little while.
No, but I kind of don't even mean just me. I mean in general. It seems like there's no bands that are kind of that are really making it right now. There's no bands that are like in the talks of like nobody has a new favorite band. Nobody has like new favorite albums. It seems like all old stuff, and it also seems like the same bands that are on tour all the time. There's not really anything new
Yeah,
going on.
and the bands that you like that are older that just keep coming out with albums.
Yeah, I mean Iron Firmament, that might be the one exception that I've seen that came to LA not too long ago, maybe like a month ago or so. As far as like newer, hyped up black metal band that people actually like. So yeah, just an observation with that.
I don't know what the most recent newer band that I've gotten for my collection is. Like I've got bands that are older that I've picked up recent albums from, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. Hey, I have questions about the split. About the split, though.
What's that?
So, Unblessing has the two tracks from the Chalice EP, which makes sense.
Yes.
The Warriors Chalice portion, it's the EP you guys released, but you didn't include the intro, right?
No, I did. It's in the first song.
Oh, it's buried into the first song? Okay.
It's the intro to the first song.
So, why did Letrus choose to only have two songs on here instead of the whole demo?
Well, I just told I didn't know I didn't know what it was that they were gonna do. I just said two songs per band.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And
I guess
it came out
yeah, I
long
guess
enough,
I don't-
20 minutes or 20 minutes something seconds, I don't know. It seemed long enough. Yeah, I honestly really wasn't super familiar with Lecherous. Paul had brought up, hey, this is a new band that we saw. I think we saw them, right?
Yeah, we saw them, I think, for
With
Imprecation.
Imprecation. Yeah, they opened for Imprecation. They were cool. I saw them again a month or two ago. Open for I don't. It was Veneraxium.
Yeah, and I think
I talked to their singer, and we kind of got the ball rolling.
yeah, I think because during that time we were kind of sitting on the split for a while trying to find a third band, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
well, there's
we
this
were.
one.
We were.
So I think it's a good mix of styles on this one.
Yeah, because I mean, Unblessing, I think they have tendencies towards war metal, but it isn't war metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's kind of like
very primitive.
it's a primitive type of black metal, which is like old style, like old evil death metal style of black metal. It's basically that. Yeah, Lecherous is more straight up like, oh, they sound like Revenge.
Fair.
Yeah, and then smack dab in the middle of that is a fake Slavic version of Me and Paul.
Which turned out really well.
I thought so too. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a cool thing to add in there. We may have another release coming out. I don't know exactly when because it's something. I won't name who the guy is, Paul could probably guess because I won't name him. It's the music was described as like a Black Death take on Godflesh, and I said that sounds interesting. We don't have anything like that, so I haven't heard it yet, but that's what's going around in the ether.
I thought the split looked really cool with the red logos over that artwork.
I thought so too.
Good,
Thank you. That was my
good aesthetic pick. Yeah,
my aesthetic choice. Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know if it's just me kissing my own asshole, but I personally think that I've been good with the Bunsen burner releases aesthetically, like all the choices I've made, because I design all that stuff. I think I've been pretty good, if I do say so myself. If I can jerk myself off a little bit here.
You make it true to your own style, which is more than I can say about a lot of labels. Who's the I think it's on the back. The two guys giving, I think, a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's
or
Robert
holding up a
and
beer.
Mo.
I forget.
That's Robert
okay.
and Mo. They look. I took that picture because I thought it was funny that they kind of look like the exact same person.
Yeah, it's a phenomenon. Rob has a million doppelgangers out there.
Yeah, we've talked about that. It's. I feel like it's been a while since we talked about that, but yeah, our friend Robert does have a lot of doppelgangers. It's like fat guy, glasses, beard, brown. I don't know if I'm sure there's a lot of white guys that look like that too, but I feel like it's more prevalent in like brown guys, and not even just Mexicans. I feel like it's an Arab thing too. Like Robert could straight up be Arab.
Yeah.
If you didn't know him.
Yeah, fair enough. I just saw it. I always like, that's one thing I like about the releases. There's people on the back. I'm like, there's a story behind this. I need to know what it is.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys saw the CD. What was the picture on the CD?
Oh yeah, Rigo and
I saw it on on one of your posts. I don't remember what was on it exactly.
It was from the Demoncy show. I took that picture. That's the other guitar player from Unblessing, Rigo, and he was that was Priscilla. She was one of the girls drinking the band's beer backstage. I guess she got wind that she was on that, and she's the one that bought the CD.
oh really?
Yeah, she bought it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is funny. What did you think of Rigo? You finally got to talk to him.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
He is funny.
he what was it called? Trying to not give Angel a ride home.
No, I'm not giving that boy a ride.
He's like, I'm not a school bus.
I'm not a school bus.
I'm not a school bus.
He's like during Pro Fanatica, like they're about to go on. He's like, "Fuck, I might dip right now." Like, so I don't want to give him a ride.
There was something that he said. Oh, he's like, Alex takes drink tickets for him and his girl. They don't give them out.
Oh yeah, they're just stingy with the beer tickets.
Possibly, I didn't get any beer tickets. God, it's getting hot in my house. Why is it so hot in here?
But you guys did good. Like you guys sounded really really tight. And I think the only complaint I had was not hearing Rigo's guitar too much. But I was on your side, so it was probably different in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention to. I could hear Josh, so I was like kind of following that. But yeah, we didn't. As far as I can tell, we didn't fuck up. That was the tightest that we've been so far, I think.
Yeah, you guys just clocked in, clocked out, fucking opening for Pro Fanatica, so that's sick.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool. I can say I did that. I can mark that check off.
Put that
I
on
think
the metal resume.
The metal resume. Open for Pro Fanatica, open for Demoncy, open for Behexen. Did we open for anybody else? Nocturne?
Wait, you opened for Behexen?
Yeah, a long time ago with Funeral Smoke.
I didn't even know Behexen opened or played in the U.S.
Yeah, they played and they were having a hard time ordering tacos from the taco truck on account
Well,
of the
yeah,
language
I could see
barrier.
that.
Yeah, so somebody had to help them out.
Finn's ordering tacos in L.A.
In Los Angeles, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a culture shock thing for everybody, maybe.
Although, in terms of metal checklist, I'm seeing a show in December that I'm pretty excited for. It's called Ritual TO, and
Ritually ticked off.
I think so. So openers from first to last, we have Cold Brand, who I don't know a ton about,
Whole brand.
or Cold Brand, sorry,
Sounds like ice cream.
right?
Cold brand.
KOLDBRANN. I've heard of them, but I haven't really listened to them.
Cold brand. Not cold brand.
Correct.
I see a Spirit Possession shirt on these guys, which is a plus, but I also see a Skit System shirt, which is a minus. I kind of forget what Skit System is. Is Skit System like a fucking crust band or something?
That was Crust or Punk or something, yeah.
Are they good? I don't remember. I think I listened to them a long time ago.
I have no clue.
Cold brand. Okay, these guys have been around for a long time. I've never heard of them.
No, especially for Norwegian black metal. Like, you'd think I've checked them out by now, but I really haven't. I've known the
never
name
heard of
for
them.
ages, but who's in this band anyways?
It looks like somebody from Cranium is in this band. Not Cranium, the brutal death metal Cranium. I didn't realize the brutal death metal Cranium was from Norway.
Oh, yeah, neither did I.
Is
Oh,
that
that's crazy.
Cranium good? Because I remember we would always like kind of poo-poo them because we're like, nah, not my Cranium.
I'm going to look to Paul for an answer on that.
They're just kind of there.
They're lackluster.
I remember when you remember Greg. He was like big thrasher, and then he started
Yeah,
getting
Gerg.
into he started getting into brutal death metal like freshman year, and he was really attached to Cranium for some reason.
It's like you're attached to the
mid
fucking
band.
mid shit. It's like get attached to a cool band, not fucking Cranium.
Yeah.
Well, after Cold Brand, we have Helleruin, the Dutch band that released War Upon Man. Then we have Havukrunu, who I've heard a bit of, but not as much as... People seem to really like them. I've
Who knew?
I listened to them briefly, but I don't know. Haven't listened to them too much. Take from Norway.
Okay, we all know
And-
Take. No more
Yep.
Take.
And then this is the one I'm really excited about. Archgoat. Never seen Archgoat before.
Yeah, they're over
Neither
here.
have I. I missed them when they were here. Oh, I forget who they opened for, like last year, but I did miss them. Not a huge art goat guy. I like
always
the
said-
I like
always said
some of their early
Archgoat.
stuff, but a lot of people say arch goat, but that doesn't make sense. Like archangel, I think it's arc goat.
But it's Archbishop.
Archbishop? Yeah, you're right. Is it arch goat or is it art goat?
I don't know.
could be-
You know what?
I
When they play live, I'll wait for them to announce themselves and they'll let us know.
Because I know people that pronounce it art goat, and I've been pronouncing it that way for a long time now. It's kind of the Sabbat thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always pronounced it Archgoat.
Archgoat. Because there's unholy archangel. Archgoat. Archbishop. Somebody
We need-
told me that there's an interview where he says it's Archgoat. I don't know if that's true. I haven't explored that.
Very possible. I mean, like, I always say Celtic Frost, but I'm pretty sure they pronounce it Celtic Frost. Don't they?
No, I think they pronounce it Celtic.
Do they? Huh.
I think so.
Well, in any
And
case,
I-
the headliner of the show is Batushka.
Batushka. I'm not a
but
fan, but hey.
I haven't really listened to them because they got really hyped up, and that's when I tend to tune out.
I think it's like a second-rate like Migwa kind of thing, and who I'm not really a fan of either.
You know what? On my brief listen to them, I don't think that's the case. But I need to
It
spend
might
more
not
time
be.
with them.
I'm just making stuff up. Well, from what I understand.
But you remember the two members kind of split acrimoniously, and there was the real one, the fake one, and the fake one was the guy who just did vocals, and the other one was the guy who did all the writing.
They split
the one
into three at some point. There was 3 Batushkas.
there's actually a whole bunch of them on Metal Archives because when they split, it was such a drama that people started making their own Batushkas, and now there's like 6 or 7 listed on Metal Archives. It's pretty funny.
What
But
was I was gonna ask you, what was that other band? I kind of wanted to check them out. You said they had an album that people liked. I can't remember what it was.
Helleruin?
Hella Ruin.
Yes.
Is that
I don't know if
Hella
I'm pronouncing
Ruin or Hell? That's from the Netherlands.
Yes.
War Upon Man, 2021.
That was the album that kind of made everyone turn heads, I think. And it's very Finnish styled, like Horna. Pretty similar, Horna.
For whatever reason, this album art isn't doing it for me. I mean, there's something about the way this is presented that I'm not into.
Really? It's pretty standard black metal, I think.
It is, but it's almost, the quality of this picture is almost too good. I feel like that ruins the mystique a little bit. Like I can see the wrinkles in this guy's shirt. I don't want to see that.
It actually kind of reminds me of a Take album cover. I could see that being Take.
Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's like it's nothing super crazy original. I guarantee everything that happens on this album you've heard before, but it's well done.
Yeah, Will Scope.
Yeah, you won't hate it.
Paul, it was kind of funny. Before you showed up, Julian had brought up to Josh. I don't think Josh had ever heard this before. That he accidentally scared your girlfriend when he had the face paint on. and I responded to her and said, "Why? Because he's black." And Josh and Julian or something. I think it was Marco. Was like, was she clutching her pearls? And Josh was like clutching her purse. That's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad.
Hey Dan, can you see if you sold another copy of The Split?
I can check.
Freddie, you're part of the Bum Bum Boys. Don't buy one.
No, I shared it in the one of the chats I'm in. Someone said they're gonna fuck it. They're just gonna buy it right now.
Ah, fuck it, I'm buying it now.
I do not see any orders here.
Well, maybe they're slow.
No. Wait. No, that's just a message from some guy named Craig in Kansas.
They did just type it, so.
No, I'll check back in 20 minutes or so.
I'll ask again at the end of the episode.
There was something, Paul, that me and Julian caught that your girlfriend said. It was kind of funny. They were talking about like their ancestry or something, and Julian's like, "I'm part Spanish," and I'm like, he's like, "That's kind of weird," and I'm like, "Is that really weird? Isn't that what it means to be Mexican? You have Spanish blood?" And I hear your girlfriend kind of under her breath. She goes, "Unfortunately." I just kind of like looked quickly and like nodded. I'm like, very good.
Yeah, what's the dog doing?
What the dog doing? What else
Yeah,
happened?
dog needs to calm down.
The night before the show, I shouldn't have done this, but we were out drinking till like 3 a.m, and we ended up going to a friend of a friend's place where there were a bunch of dudes playing Magic the Gathering, and these guys were like total turbo nerds, but they were okay. They weren't like the worst guys ever.
Hey,
Anyway.
there's nothing wrong with Magic the Gathering.
I said they were all right guys. I don't know about no fucking Magic the Gathering. I can't imagine. I'm going to buy my cards. If that's your thing, cool.
I actually just this week sold a whole pack of cards from my old collection.
Right, you did.
I did.
I don't know if these guys were lying to me, but they said that like if I still had my old original Pokemon cards from the OG days, that they would be worth like a lot of money. Is this true?
Depending on what you had, yes, that can very well be true.
I don't remember exactly what I had, but I did have all the original ones from, I don't know what year was that.
So I'm going to start
1990
getting
something.
I'm going to start getting nerdy here. There were like to like compact this, there was the very original set that had like a little first edition symbol on the left, and then there was a subsequent set which was the same set but without that little logo. Anything from that first set with the first edition, especially
Quality
things
stuff.
like Charizard and shit like that, is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know that I had Charizard. I don't remember having Charizard because back then that was rare, and like holographic cards were rare, and yeah, I don't recall having any of the super rare ones. So maybe not. I had a bunch of crap. I had like Weedle and shit.
I think the
Maybe
I don't think
Beedrill, I don't know.
I don't think Charizard was any rarer than the other ones. It just wound up being the one that everyone wanted.
Yeah, I don't recall if I had Charizard. I remember I had that stupid bird that looked like a scientist.
Bird that looks like a scientist.
Yeah, his name was like Zito or something. It looks like a guy. It looks like a Native American drawing.
Yeah.
What do you call those? Pokemon, bird.
What do you? I don't know what you're going
Oh,
to Google here.
It's called Natu Zatu.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's-
that guy.
It's like the green one.
Yeah, he looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know about scientist, but he definitely has like an Aztec vibe on the evolution.
Well, I remember when I used to see it, like his wings, they looked like a lab coat.
Oh, that's something.
When I was a kid, that's what I equated it as. I was like, he's wearing a lab coat. He's a scientist.
You know,
You're like,
you know
I don't
what?
know about scientists.
You know what? Paul saw Snow on the third Burzum album, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah, but that was like last week. That what I'm talking about was fucking like 20
Yeah, so that's much
years
more.
ago.
That's much more excusable.
It's like that was like a fucking like kindergarten or even younger than that. Preschool, for goodness sake.
Yeah, that's excusable. I don't know what the hell Paul's up to. Snow on Burzum.
Oh yeah. So anyways, yeah, we're at this dude's house with these Magic the Gathering dorks, and
Hey,
we're
hey,
kind
hey.
of standing. The night's winding down. We're kind of standing around in the kitchen, and our one friend is real drunk, and I forgot what he's doing. He's saying something,
Oh, I
and
hate when he gets like this. I'm just kidding.
yeah, and then Robert goes, "Hey, calm down." And Anthony immediately hits him in the nuts. I mean, it's like, who does that? Who does that? He hits him in the nuts, and Robert's like, "Oh, fuck." And some little bit of time goes by. Robert comes out of the bathroom, and then he hits Anthony in the nuts, and then Anthony punches him in the face, and then Anthony starts like using his boots and kicking, and then they're in the house, like wrestling. They're like on the like laundry dryer, and they're like fucking ready to roll out the door. And the guy's house he's like, not here, not here. And so it de-escalated quickly, but yeah, a punch to the face was thrown. That's pretty good. That doesn't happen too often.
Thanks for an exciting evening.
And then on the way back, I think, or not on the way back, but we went to the pool hall after that, and then Vince beat me at a game of pool, but it was a close game. And I was alone with him for a second. And he's like, oh yeah, there was definitely tension.
Didn't he tell you he was like, I'm not gonna make it actually to the show.
Yeah, he was gonna go. He's like, all right, I'll go. And then he's like, actually, never mind. Okay, Vince, do nothing, please. Continue doing absolutely nothing every day for the rest of your life. Well, he did something. He played pool, and he came with us to witness a fight. So, props to Vince for that. Maybe one day he will gather enough courage to come see us live or something.
Yeah, be a passenger to a fucking show.
I have to say, I really did like having the crew there. I liked having Marco and Mo and Julian and you and your girlfriend. It was nice to have a crew.
Yeah,
It was-
because
it
then
was-
there was like, there was also the expanded crew of Blessing and Angel.
And Angel, yeah. And Angel sitting in my passenger seat.
You had to take him home or what?
No, I didn't take him home.
Oh, okay.
Black Josh's girlfriend took him home.
Very good.
I was out of there by like 1.
Very good.
Very good, yes, very good.
You guys
So
got
formal.
any physical media this week?
Or so far, CD.
I did.
All right, Dan. That's the one that you got from New Standard Elite, right?
It is. It's the newest EP. I think it came out this year.
Okay. That's the one with the child on drums, right?
It's the one with his kid, yeah.
Which one's this?
Child.
What'd you say, Fred?
Which album is this?
It's their EP, the latest Torso Fuck
I think
EP.
it's like isn't it a
Oh.
promo or something?
I believe it's an EP. Yeah. It's
Oh,
the-
okay, yeah.
the latest
Feasting
one.
on the carved remains.
Mm-hmm. It's catchy. It's cool. It's cool. I like the OG stuff better, but this is cool. It's cool that they're still going. Slam, brutal death metal, gore grind. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
This was a father-son outing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
think the last 2 were, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, this guy's kid has been in Limbless since 2020, and he's currently 16. So he has been in Limbless since he was 9? Cool, I guess.
Slam, brutal death metal. Well, it says 2020, but they only put out a demo in like 2024. So that kind of just means the band was an idea for a
Yeah, I
long
guess.
time, for like 4 years.
Anyways,
Yeah, because
so
the demo 24 is only 1 song.
yeah, but still, like this guy has been practicing, I guess, to some degree with the band since he was 9, or involved at least since he was 9. I mean, it's more than I did when I was 9.
Nice, Paul. Dada. I uploaded some cool shit on the channel too. If you guys saw that.
I didn't. When did you upload it? Or I guess it depends what you uploaded. Maybe I saw it or not.
I think like a week ago. Nah, close to a week ago.
About a week ago.
It's been 1 week since. Sorry.
It's that black metal band you showed us, Fred, but they didn't have the comp. All the songs were like separated, so I went ahead and put it on there. Hevelenge al helvete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I uploaded that. I saw that I had something on my iTunes that was not up on YouTube. A band called Chainsaw Dissection.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's a really weird one because it's a one-man project, but this guy has an endless amount of albums and an endless amount of bands with endless amounts of albums. It is pretty insane. I don't think anybody's ever heard of this guy. His name's Bob Macabre.
Oh, he's the guy that doesn't he do Bizarre Lepers?
What's Bizarre Leprous?
He's
Why does that sound
it's
familiar?
a label.
Is he?
I think so.
He's the owner of Macabre Mastermind Records.
I must be thinking of someone else then. I think his name
What's
is
on
Bob
Bizarre
too.
Leprous? I'm not sure. Oh, Romper Prop?
Yeah, it's like all that type of shit.
I'm looking at a band. It's called Bro Job.
Oh god.
Ass Cheek Echo Location. It says Deathcore is dead. Okay. But yeah, dude, Chainsaw Dissection is really fucking bizarre. Fred, you might like it. It's if you look at the guy's band picture for Chainsaw Massacre or for Chainsaw Dissection, it looks like he looks like a fucking Will Romer mortician kind of rip-off guy or something.
Let me pull it up. Chainsaw Dissection?
Chainsaw Dissection.
Oh yeah, total mortician vibes from that photo.
Little fat guy.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's a few albums, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a few. I think let's see. In 2004, he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 albums, or 8 albums. And then the one in 2005, the like fourth or fifth one in 2005, Malodorous Decomposition. I don't know what the other stuff sounds like, but the album that I uploaded, it's really kind of unique. It sounds like Mortician playing Celtic Frost riffs. It's very
Okay.
it's really weird. They're really stupid riffs, but it's
Hey, man.
different. It's totally different stuff.
They don't need to be smart riffs.
No, they don't. No, it's kind of cool. And then I don't think, Paul, you checked out that. It's not even a full album. I couldn't find the full album anywhere. There was like 4 songs on YouTube. I kind of just compiled them and put them on there by a band called Cremulator from Czechia. This is a band that I found like in the olden times, 2010-ish, and it was like in the favorited videos, and I ended up just finding these 4 songs. But I feel like this is something you would especially like. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of like Demoniac or something, where
Okay.
it's like it's like power metal but with like harsh vocals. It seems like something you'd be into.
Check it out.
Check out Cremulator.
I'm giving it a little play right now. Anything by a Czech band just immediately sounds Czech, just because of how they sing.
You think so?
Like they could be like polar opposites of the middle spectrum, and I'll be like, yep, they all sound Czech. It's perfect.
See if I can find a spot where the vocals come in. He sounds like the dude from Root, kind of.
Well, yeah, they all kind of sound the same because they're all Czech, and they just sound Czech. That's the thing for me.
It's cool. It's different. This band is a complete unknown. So I felt like, you know what, I have to expose this a little bit.
Paul, do you get any physical media?
Yeah, I got
He did.
3 things.
Tell us.
Dude.
Serenitatis, Tranquility, and Insanity.
You mean Serenitis?
Bronchitis, yeah.
You mean bronchitis?
Sinusitis.
Yeah, so I got that one from James.
James.
Thanks, Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
And then I got Decaying Form, Chronicles of Decimation. This is that 2-man brutal death metal project. It's like really insane. There's a bunch of
This. Yeah.
riffs, like every like 2 counts. It just goes into a different section.
It's math, Corey.
Yeah, the brutal death metal, so it's perfect. The record is, or the record label it's off of is Dan's Crypt Records. So that's pretty funny. And then I got from Deathgasm, Crimson Massacre, The Lesser of Pandemonium. Had to get that
Very
one.
nice.
And I had a funny story from a Discog order. So I put in this order. Let's see the history. Looks like I bought it back in May. So that's when I gave the payment, and then, you know, a couple months go by, it's just still in payment received. I'm like, alright, what's up with this? I'm messaging him, and then I do the thing where you basically like report him, I guess, for not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, alright, yeah, unfortunately it's been 3 days since you did that, so we're just gonna take down his account for like a couple days or whatever, and then you can get your refund through the means of which you bought it. But I was like, I'm too lazy for that. It's only fucking like $10. And he messaged me like the other day, and he says, "Hello there. A big sorry for a long silence. The story is that I was robbed and severely beaten in another country. So I spent near 2 months in the hospital with a skull fracture and other unpleasant diagnoses, and without any connection to the outer world because my phone was stolen. Then for a long time I couldn't get back home because I had no money, no phone, nothing. It's a miracle that I managed to return it all. That's why I didn't ship and didn't answer. In fact, I'm absolutely normal, but unfortunately shit happened to me, and I couldn't help the situation. One more time. Sorry for the trouble. Did you get your money back?
Okay, well,
Sounds real, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean,
yeah, you don't make shit like that up.
yeah, he sounds like he was like an extra in like a fucking like Taken fucking movie or something.
Yeah, a little bit of advice: don't go to another country and get severely beaten.
Yeah.
He met a guy with a particular set of skills.
Don't do that.
Yeah, 2 months in the hospital. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
that's not minor.
That's basically you're dead.
Yeah. I was just trying to get a little mini CD, man.
What was the order?
Ill fares the land, non-entity.
Oh,
I'm never going to another country.
no, don't do it.
I don't want to.
Now I'm in Canada. Fred will protect us.
true.
Stupid Unblessing wants to go to Mexico. I'm out of the band by then. No thanks.
They always wanna go there.
Mexico? Yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing
If you-
that. Rigo's like pushing for it.
If you guys come to Canada, I can protect you. You can stay in my igloo.
There you go.
I'd go to Canada if it's like.
There you go.
Are there even bad parts of Canada right now? Is that not happened yet?
I mean, there are places that are less. Like there are
The rough
parts
part
of
Canada.
yeah. I wouldn't go to some parts of Winnipeg, but
The Asian gangsters or what?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about some parts of Winnipeg that are not great. But there's a lot of crime in some of the areas. Yeah, I mean, a couple smaller areas in around the Toronto region, but nothing. Nothing like some of the shit you hear about other places.
It's not incredibly perfect around here, but it's I don't know. It's weird. It seems like where we live, it's like, oh, shitty area, good area, shitty area, good area. Like quickly, it quickly turns that way. Like 2 or 3 times in a city, there's different little enclaves of crime and poverty and just bullshit.
Yeah, we have
Bums everywhere.
yeah. There's a city near here where it's like the north and the south of a particular street has like a distinct difference based on which side you're on.
I really hate homeless people. I'll just say that right now. They don't want help. Honestly, they don't. They don't want to work. They don't want help. They want to do drugs and they want to just be like fucking feral animals. It's true.
I think it depends on what part of the country they're in. I mean, in my area, I don't think drugs are as much of a problem, and the homeless people truly look like they have some sort of mental challenges. But like I have been places where the homeless people are much more drug oriented, and that's a very different vibe. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends where and why they're homeless.
I think there's only like two different things that can happen if you're homeless. Either you leave your family and you do it on your own accord, or your family hates you and you just have nowhere to go and you don't want to get any kind of government handout. Because you can get like free housing, but if you do that, you have to be off drugs and they test you, and they don't want that, so they're just homeless. And then I think that kind of breeds the mental illness. For the most part, it's not. It could be people who are mentally ill who have been like abandoned by their families, but then a lot of people just go crazy because drugs. But I feel like the ones who kind of choose that lifestyle are
They were better on the drugs.
they were, yeah, I knew your son. He was better on the drugs. The strength to get off drugs.
Well, for my physical media for the week, we have They're all CDs. We have Inquisition's latest album, Veneration of blah 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 blah.
How recent is that?
24.
Oh. Have you seen people online? They're like, that's a pedo band. You like this pedo band? More policing. More, what do you call that? More concerned metal kids.
Pearl clutching, is it?
It's-
But
Yeah.
there's something weird about that whole court scenario, but I'm not going to go into that now. Mutilation,
Cares? He
black
did
metal.
it, he did it, he did it, he didn't. Don't fucking, no skin off my shoes.
Well, that's the thing, though, right? Like oh god, we're going into this. He
Well,
pled
who
guilty
cares?
to he pled
Nobody
guilty
listens to
into
this.
to obstruction of justice, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, like going from what it was to obstruction of justice feels like quite a downgrade. Like the impression I got is that it wasn't intentional, or I really don't know, but like I feel like if it was something serious like that, they wouldn't have just let it go so easily. But I don't know. Either way, Mutilation's last album, Black Metal Cult, which I quite enjoyed. The second and third Tear Stained album, There Is No Hope, and Final Thoughts. That mostly because we talked about it was it last week or the week before?
I listened to one of their albums since we talked about them, Monumental, and it's
Their first, yeah.
Yeah,
What did you think?
It's really quite original sounding. I like it.
It's like Merciful Fate crashed into Bathory and they tried to pull off Leviathan.
Yeah, it has a weird DSBM kind of thing to it, but it's like it's rooted in traditional metal, which makes it cool.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's
heard
basically
any of their other stuff. I don't think.
It's there. I think they kind of went a bit more aggressive. Like, There Is No Hope is a bit more subdued, but Final Thoughts is very much more feral. And, the clean vocals he does on Monumental, the first three albums are supposed to be a trilogy. They're called the Suicide Trilogy. And obviously Final Thoughts is supposed to be the end part of it, where he's like at his wit's end. And the clean vocals or not the falsetto vocals, he's still doing those, but at parts like they're breaking and they just sound really deranged. I love it. It sounds great. But
Do these guys talk about racism in their lyrics?
who, Tear Stained?
Yeah,
No.
it
It's all
says
about-
that on Metal Archives.
Really?
Yeah,
Tear Stained?
that's what it says.
I need to see this.
It says it.
Really? Where?
I don't know.
Never seen anything like I haven't read their lyrics to any particular level of.
Freddy, they're pretty fucking bad. No, just kidding.
Okay, that's new to me. Like, I know on Homicidal Tendencies he has a track about basically killing everyone, but that's everyone, not.
Especially the Who's.
The poos. Poozin'.
Oh, okay. Well, that's new to me. I don't know where. All right.
Those
Well,
weak pawns, sheep and herds, brainless weasels, thieves and addicts. This is the human race. Well, he said the
Yeah.
human race, didn't he?
that's the thing, right?
I guess.
Well, you know what? I'm very curious now. I'm going to have to dig into that. We had just mentioned them because I'm going to be seeing them in December. Hell to Ruin, War Upon Man. It just so happened that a bud of mine was trying to get rid of some CDs, and I got this for super cheap. So cool. And the three that arrived today are. I got super cheap, and they're. Let's see, Hate Hordes, Sexual Rights. This is a Spanish band. and this has their 2009 demo and an unreleased 2007 demo, and they're fairly straightforward black metal. And then 2 Canadian bands, and these are the ones I sent to you, Dan, that you might upload in the near future. They're
do it
pretty cool.
tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
What's-
there's no
I actually might do it tonight. I got nothing to do after the show. I'll just put on some on TV and just do it.
yeah, I mean, there's no rush,
Go ahead,
right? But
go ahead, pop the trunk, do it.
just do it. Just do it. Do it. We have More to Us from. They're both from Quebec. With Immatrabilaire, which is from 2007. This was. I knew nothing about this band before ordering this, and this and the other 2 that I got from this guy were all $5, and it was pretty cool. It's like, I think 15 minutes long, black metal from Quebec. That's good stuff. And then Lecce. This is a band also from Quebec, but the guy in this band must be Polish or something, because Lecce is the old name for Poland, and there's like the same like
That's
kind of.
also the name for milk in Spanish.
I mean, it could be that.
My leche.
But there's the shield that Rob Darkin uses on a few of his albums, the round one with like the metal ball in the middle.
Yes.
So there must be some Polish connection there. This demo is from 2006, but reading the liner notes in this demo, apparently this band originally formed in 1992, which is kind of crazy. I don't know many black metal bands from Quebec that go back to 1992, not second wave style anyways.
That's interesting.
Right? So apparently they formed in 92. They wrote a couple songs, but they couldn't get enough members, so they dissolved and then reformed in 2003 and recorded this demo, at least one of the songs that dates back to 1992. So I'm going to take it at face value that they're telling the truth. I mean, they could be trying to Nargaroth me, I don't know. But it seems fair. Why not? Yeah, but that demo is really cool. I think that there's a copy for sale on Tour de Garde, if anyone's particularly interested in that, on their Discogs page. But yeah, that's I don't know what the limitation to the Lecce and the Mortuous demo CDs were, but it's probably not a lot, because I have not seen these around much. And yeah, that's my physical media for the week. I do have one that's on the way that I'm excited about, and this is I mentioned this to you guys and sent you a clip that the guy sent me. A band I believe is Canadian called Cursed, and it's like a brutal death metal, like kind of suffocation, cryptopsy sort of thing, and I believe it's from 2000 to 2003. And the album's called Behind the Curse. I cannot find anything about this thing online.
Is it on Metal Archives?
Nope. It's not on Metal Archives. It's not on Discogs. Try Googling it and nothing comes up.
It's on nothing?
Nope. Nothing. Nothing that I could find anyways.
That's epic AF.
Yeah, I love that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The Mortuous was listed in Metal Archives, but didn't have any timestamps, and wasn't on Discogs, wasn't on YouTube. So that's obviously, when that happens, I need to buy it.
Oh boy, this is exciting.
Right? But yeah, that's that usually happens with black metal. It's rare that I'll find something that's death metal that isn't documented anywhere. So
That's a little bit more interesting to me. When unknown death metal stuff is more interesting to me than unknown black metal stuff for whatever reason.
Right? I think that there's so many people that have like bedroom black metal projects that it's like, okay, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. There's a way oversaturation of black metal, and it's harder
Yeah.
to do, kind of. I mean, like death metal is harder to do. It takes a little
Yeah.
bit more time rather than just like I'm building atmosphere, man.
Well, the thing is, if you release black metal that sounds like absolute horse shit, no one's going to question it.
Exactly. And everyone's gonna go, this is true, this is raw, this is black metal, this is real black metal. Everything
Yeah.
is real black metal, isn't it?
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be hopefully good. Well, I guess I'll find out in the near future. But
Kind of like poorly played death metal too, like Chainsaw Dissection. That's pretty it's pretty out there.
yeah. But like I've really been digging into the Canadian scene and just kind of grabbing whatever comes up that I don't know anything about. That's kind of how I got these this Mortuus and Lecce demo, and they're both really good. I enjoy them. So, but it's crazy how much like random stuff I'm finding that I never knew about just by keeping my eyes peeled.
We were just quoting the Starsky and Hutch movie. Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Staying at my friend's house in like elementary school, and he kept saying that at the breakfast table. He kept going, do it, and his dad goes, shut up.
Well, Dad, what about you?
No, Dad, what about you?
Is that what you were quoting? Were you quoting The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
How'd you like
I
to go
love that movie.
fishing tomorrow? It's a pretty cool movie. It's fun. You gotta watch
Did
16
yours?
Candles. Or not 16 Candles. Yeah, 16 Candles too. Have you not seen that one either?
I don't think so. Have you seen St. Elmo's Fire?
Yes, I don't. That one's okay.
I haven't actually seen it. I haven't gotten around to actually watching it.
Yeah, I think it's most of the Breakfast Club kids.
Yeah,
The-
there's
what do they
a
call
lot of
The
them in there.
Brat Pack.
Yeah.
Brat Pack. Yeah, I like them. I like. Yes, you got, both of you guys haven't seen 16 Candles, right?
I don't think so.
That movie is hilarious, and it's got the two kids again from the Breakfast Club, the ginger girl and the blonde kid. And that blonde kid's also in Weird Science. Weird Science, 16 Candles. It's like a double feature. You have to just binge those. Those are great movies. Have you ever seen Weird Science, Fred?
I don't remember.
Watch it. It's a classic, and if you're not a homo, you will love it. But I already know Fred's not a homo, so he's gonna love it. That's what I always tell people when they like don't like things that I like. Like Robert, I know he hates Frasier. I'm like, oh, dude, Frasier's awesome. Like, if you're not a, then Frasier's awesome. You're like a total retard. I kind of actually feel that way though. So.
I'm still sad that they canceled the Frasier reboot.
I was actually thinking about this last night. I think I might bite the bullet and watch the new Frasier.
It was good. I liked it.
Because you know what? Sure, our favorite characters are not there, but I like Kelsey Grammer, and I like Frasier. I might just watch it. I understand that it's probably not worth it, but I might just do it anyways.
It's worth it. It was
I might
fine.
get a laugh or two. I may get a laugh or two. I don't know.
It was fine.
All made a sarcastic noise just now. Do you have something to say about the new Frasier, Paul?
It was just something to have on.
What I plan on doing, just having it on.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
I didn't hear what Paul said. It just sounded like.
It seems something like that. But speaking of stuff to watch, I had nothing to do on Saturday. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Saturday. I had nothing to do, so I just went on Amazon, the fucking the video. What do you call it? The fucking streaming app. And 'cause there's always weird shit on Amazon. You can explore and find shit you've never seen before. I ended up watching two movies that I enjoyed, one more than the other. First one I watched was called Pacific Heights. That stars Michael Keaton as a guy who like scams landlords in their apartments. So he like sues them and gets all their money, and he like fucks their lives and shit. And then yeah, that was kind of cool. It's almost like a thriller or something. It was kind of there's a lot of strange thrillers in the 90s. I will say it's one of those. And Michael Keaton, out of all people, kind of weird. And the other movie I really, really enjoyed. Are you guys familiar with The Jerky Boys? Do you know who that is?
No.
No.
I think it's a '90s. Yeah, it must be a '90s thing. I don't know who they worked for. I think it might have been like some radio station or something. But they did prank phone calls. They were like two of the OG prank phone call guys. And so one of the guys is actually I didn't look this up. I kind of heard the voice. He like does voices, and one of his voices is fucking Mort from Family Guy, the Jewish guy.
Oh yeah, I remember
Remember
him.
that dude, Fred? He's like, oh god, it's like she fought it. It went down my throat. That guy.
Ding.
Yeah, so he does the Mort voice in the movie. It's from like '95, so this is before few years before Family Guy. And what the premise of the movie is the two phone call dudes. They call the mob, and they like fuck around with the mob. And Pussy from The Sopranos is in it. And that was that clip I sent you, Paul, where the guy's like, he's like, I can't see, damn it. Kind of reminded me of myself a little bit. He's like, I was in a puddle of my own blood and piss. It's like they knocked the hairpiece and shoes right off of me. There was a part where he calls this like, I don't even know what you call this, but it's like the hospital in the church. What is that? Does anybody know what that's called? Where there's like nuns working there? I don't quite know what it is either. But he called that in the movie, and he's like, he's doing the Mort voice, and he says he has really bad hemorrhoids. And at the end, he's like, when I was a boy, I used to like to lay down with the big pink pigs. He goes, and they would kick me right up inside my ass. Do you think that's where this problem came from? It's like it's tearing the ass out of me.
That's so fucking stupid.
I know it's stupid, but I enjoyed the movie. It was the kind of stupid. It was not too stupid. Speaking of that, Paul, I did see that movie you recommended too the other night, Ready to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That one. I couldn't get into that one. It's a little too. I've been noticing this about myself lately about like certain kinds of movies, especially the American Pie era type of movie. Remember I was talking about that Strange Wilderness last week? I'm like, this is too stupid.
Yeah.
I think Ready to Rumble was too stupid for me right now in my state of mind. I kind of feel like where my dad is sometimes, because I've tried to show my dad movies sometimes, and he's like, this is too stupid. So I don't know if it's a part of like maturing or growing up or your tastes change, but some of these movies like Ready to Rumble and like Strange Wilderness, I almost think like, what were they thinking just with these jokes and these like stories? It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's hard to wrap your head around some of these like total screwball comedies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, The Jerky Boys is a funny movie. Pussy from The Sopranos is in it. He's funny.
I never watched The Sopranos.
It's pretty funny and just like entertaining. You should watch it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's serious, but it's like serious, but it's also hilarious. It's kind of just, it almost feels like real life, but exaggerated in a
Just-
way that's subtle.
Great dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue is the best part of the show. That's it. The dialogue is hilarious, and all the dudes are like super. They all have very distinct looks to them. Like, you could never confuse them for somebody else. If you see the guys who play these characters, they all have. I don't know. They're almost like caricatures of people. It's kind of crazy. Like Paulie's got the big white sideburns. You got Pussy. You got Syl with the big stupid with the hunchback and everything. You got Tony. He's got a distinct look. Yeah. Would recommend.
It's like the Dick Tracy villains.
Yeah. Fucking. What were some of those? I was thinking of Duck Tracy.
Oh God.
Fucking the Looney Tunes version where he's like Neon Noodle.
Who was in Dick Tracy? I think that was Prune Face. That was one of them.
Face. from the 1990 film.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
think it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. It is exactly like that. It's exactly like mobsters with very distinct features.
Yeah.
Yeah, good comparison. Good comparison. I
Who
also
are the
got caught
villains?
up watching.
Oh, it's gonna bother me now.
Do you,
That
you
was
guys
like a
remember
really flat
Jabberjaw?
head.
The flat top. Yeah. Do you guys remember Jabberjaw, the Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
I don't
No.
think so.
It was one of those shows that was sort of piggybacking off of the success of Scooby-Doo. It's the same creator, so they're kind of like piggybacking off of themselves. But it's like Scooby-Doo, and like there was a few other these like there's a anthropomorphic character, and then there's like a group of teenagers. So there was like Josie and the Pussycats and Captain Caveman and the Speed Buggy, and Jabberjaw was another one of these. But like this one in particular is so schizophrenic. It like there's characters from like Space Ghost in it, and there's all kinds of strange references to like Rodney Dangerfield, and like the main character is it's a guy doing a fucking Curly Three Stooges impression the whole time. He's like the entire time it's like it's just Curly, but he's a shark, and they're like underwater, and there's like it's weird. It's almost like it has elements of a ton of different stuff, like Johnny Quest, and it almost feels like an original kind of version of the Venture Brothers or something. It's very interesting. I feel like it's immensely entertaining for a kids show. So I think I might continue watching Jabberjaw. Because I do remember seeing that as a kid, but now it's got a new light as an adult, as a schizophrenic adult.
Now I'm
Well,
looking
Paul,
at
I
Dick
mean,
Tracy
you already
villains.
know my type, my taste in like, or at least somewhat understand my taste in like comedy and like mixing artworks, if that makes sense. I mean, you can kind of see it in the Bunsen burner aesthetics all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's something like that. I think I've explained it before as stuff I like. So yeah, it's something like that. It's stuff I like. Sorry to make this the me show again.
No, it's the us show. We just take turns.
Okay, now it's my turn to tell you a joke. You ready for this, Fred? It's for you.
Oh, God.
Say, Fred, did you bring the henway?
Bring the what way?
No, you're supposed to say,
Oh,
what's
damn it.
a henway? Remember?
Damn it.
We were supposed to do this at the beginning, but I completely forgot. Like, I forgot to do it. And now
How's
we
that?
forgot how the joke... It's set up like, what's up, dog? That's how it's set up. So let's try this again.
Try it again.
All right, we'll try it again. Fred, did you bring the henway?
What's a henway?
About 8 pounds.
That is worthy of Monty Python.
That's pretty good, huh?
I like it. I approve.
All right. Paul, you got anything else you want to share, or either of you guys, or shall we go to break?
Break time.
Yeah, my well's run dry.
All right. See you guys in 10 or 5
Yep.
or whatever.
Alright, we're back from break. But you guys aren't going to have a break for the next couple episodes because it is the brutal death metal block. The brutal block. And we're starting this off with a listener pick that was given to us by who, Dan?
I believe it was Gore Smoker, the Australian guy who does like wine, I think.
I don't know, I still need a bottle of that.
Yeah, it's that guy. I believe he mentioned it in his last email when he asked a late question for episode
Oh
100.
yeah.
That was the one when he asked a question to Hope, and he was referring to her as high. He said she could be a high priestess or something, and you thought it was real funny. And then I got a private message from her saying Paul's laughing way too hard at that guy's question for me, which is very funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, Paul just gets a kick out of stuff like that.
Don't get me started again.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe Gore Smoker requested this.
Did he happen to go into any detail about it, or was that before we set those parameters?
Yeah, this was something he kind of just he just mentioned in passing, saying, "Hey, maybe you can cover this one day." But yeah, so we're doing that now. Here we are, and what better time
Yeah,
to start the brutal death metal section of this show, and the brutal death metal section. It's going to be like a month long, so strap the fuck in and get ready for some slams and some gutturals and all that good stuff.
It's gonna be very brutal. It's gonna be
So brutal.
different types of episodes. So then
It's gonna be exhausting. Oh my god.
Yeah, for Freddy,
You think so?
the whole goal of this
No.
is to get Freddy
To quit.
on board with brutal death metal.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
I
trying
won't
to-
give it away,
I wanna-
but Fred picked some good ones.
Yeah, I want him to change his Instagram handle to Brutal Black Death Horizon.
Just throw
Why
the
would
word
you-
brutal?
Why would he change it to Brutal Death Horizon?
Nah,
Brutal
Brutal
Death
Black
Horizon.
Death. Need it all in there.
There is something funny about the name brutal death metal, because I mean, it almost reminds me of like Metalocalypse, where like Nathan Explosion would go brutal.
It's totally brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is something, or like people on MySpace used to write brutal with two fucking zeros, brutal.
Yeah, that was like hardcore.
But saying the word brutal is actually a million times cooler than saying the word metal, because if you say like, oh, that's metal, fucking metal. If you say stuff like that, I assume you're not really into metal. I just assume you're some stupid dummy.
Stupid dummy.
Fucking brutal.
Fuck Bill Burr, dude. That guy's don't even get me started on that retard.
Stupid dummy. Well, what the fuck are we listening to?
Sip.
I'm eating plain unsalted crackers here, so I'm having the time of my life.
I'm eating a chocolate croissant.
Didn't you have one earlier?
I did. And then on break, I had some cold steak that mommy brought back, leftovers. And I had some pieces of bread. Now I'm having another croissant.
Chocolate croissants are fantastic.
Not quite retarded, but getting close.
It's not that retarded. Did I have something retarded for breakfast this morning?
Fred did.
No,
I had it for lunch. Holy hell.
I had cornflakes and strawberries and a bagel.
Num num.
What was your tard meal, Fred?
Oh, I cracked open a can of baked beans, nuked them. I had a half pepper in the fridge.
He didn't even cut it.
Nope. I just ate. Well, I was in quarters. I didn't bother cutting it. I just
Big
chomped on
pepper,
them.
big bell pepper.
Yep. Big old red bell pepper.
Yeah.
And,
Are those
I was
spicy
gonna-
to eat like that?
no, bell pepper's not spicy at all. And then, I was gonna just make toast, but then I saw I had sliced cheese and ham in the fridge. So I just mashed it all together and nuked it, or not nuked it, toasted it into a sandwich. So it was just like a ham grilled cheese. I improv'd. Yeah, that was my lunch.
Can't forget the what was it? Black cherry vanilla sparkling water or something.
Yes, cherry vanilla sparkling water. Which I had one earlier during this episode, and I have another one in front of me that has yet to be cracked, and it will be cracked in the near future. It is delicious.
Talking about peppers made me think of an embarrassing story about myself. Do you mind if I tell a quick embarrassing story about myself?
Pepper.
Is it the fact that you didn't know that bell peppers aren't spicy?
No. No, I think I knew that. I don't know. I always forget what they taste like. I don't eat them that often. So the year is 2013. This is the day I start my first real job as a pizza maker in an Italian restaurant. I'm about 19 at this point. I think I'm 19 at this point. This is 3rd of July. Every 3rd of July at a local park, regional park, they have a fireworks show. And a friend of mine used to invite me, and her family would be there. And I showed up early to help out, like set up and do things. And so the mom had me cutting. They were spicy. I don't know what kind of peppers they were. They might have been jalapenos. I'm really not sure. But she's like, you're not going to use gloves? I'm cutting these things. They wanted us to de-seed the peppers, like take out the inner parts. And I didn't have any gloves on. And she goes, okay, you're going to be crying later. I'm like, all right. I didn't think nothing of it. So I'm cutting these damn peppers. And then I take a walk with the sister. And I walk into the bathroom to take a piss. And I take a piss. And
yeah.
not too much longer later, my cock is on fire.
This
Burning,
cock
sizzling.
is on fire.
Yeah. My penis is on fire on account of the acidity or spice flavorings of whatever this pepper was. And I played it cool in front of the sister. I was like, I have to go home real quick. I have to help my dad with something. So I excuse myself. I walk away, and in my mind, I'm sweating. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm on fire here. So I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, come get me. My cock is burning. I touched some peppers and I took a piss. And dude, it was so unbearably burn, sizzling. And I fucking stripped off my clothes and I took a freezing cold shower and it helped. But
Yeah,
I just
it
took
would.
off. I just took the fuck off, without. I feel like that's the move to do when you have something, like, you'd say if you shit your pants or something, just be like, oh man, yeah, I gotta go. I got early morning tomorrow. Just it's something to get the fuck out quickly and without making a scene. I feel like I've done that things like that a lot in my life. And I've become so used to just getting the fuck out, abort mission, you know.
Reminds me of some curb shit or something.
Exactly. It was one of those things.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see that.
Gotta go.
Dude, you know what's an underrated moment in Curb that is so funny? Maybe people don't think this is funny. That episode where he goes into the bathroom and he flushes the toilet, and the sound of the toilet flushing is so loud it blows his hearing out.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was, he's like, ah! It was so dramatic.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
man,
hilarious.
it was funny. I want to find that scene. I'm gonna put that in the Instagram thing. I gotta remember that. Larry David loud toilet.
There's a bunch of things. There's the toilet seat. Let's see, reinvents the bathroom. I think that's later shit though.
I don't remember that. I do remember the loud toilet. Let's see what the comments say. First time I watched this, it gave me the longest laughing fit I've ever had. It is funny. Fred, you have to see this fucking scene of Larry flushing the toilet.
Well, if you
know
find
what
it, share it in the chat.
You know what? I'm going to just share it right now. Fuck it. It's not like we have a time limit. It's really funny.
Maybe that'll be the break video.
I had one, but yeah, maybe I'll save that and we can do this one. Or maybe we can just put it right now. Not a break. We'll just have it. We'll have another clip.
Okay.
All right, let me share this real quick. It's short. It's 20 seconds long. Here, Fred, check this out.
All right, hang on.
Right.
I have a commercial. Hang on.
Okay. Oh my god. I remember the first time watching that too. I was like, holy fuck. And immediately he puts his hands over his ears and he like falls into the corner. Oh! That is funny.
I was thrown back.
It's so, that is such a strange scene because there's like no context to it when it shows it on the episode. Like that just happens. It's like confusing. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, like watching it, I expected there to be some sort of background that I didn't know
there's
about,
no
but
nothing.
no.
He just flushes the toilet. It's loud. That's it. I was gonna save this to the end of the episode, but I'll just do it right now since we're still fucking around. I was gonna mention to you, Paul, that I shaved my beard into like a short goatee. I look like the Vinlander right now. These black metal wimps. That ain't guy plays screamo. That ain't rough and tough.
I gotta go home. I don't feel too good.
And I ain't feeling too good, you know. Dude, I was gonna ask you. Julian made that post. He's like, I'm in 3 bands and 2 side projects. What other bands does he do? Because I know he's with us, and then I know he's with the Black Metal Project. What was the other one?
He's in YTMP.
So Tour My Pros still going?
Yeah. YTMP.
You guys are still rehearsing for that?
Well, we need a split to do, and then I think that's it for now. And then he has
War Noise thing.
War Noise
Hostile
project.
Deviancy.
Hostile Deviancy is one of the projects, and he's probably counting Flesh Mangled still.
Oh, are you still doing that?
He's gonna be playing a show in like September or something.
Oh yeah, he's playing NSC, right?
Yeah, the NSC Fest.
What is that, in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay. That's in...
Yeah, I was like, I hope he doesn't burn out like Raph.
Nah, he seems like a real metalloid. That's the thing. Raph's not a metalloid. Raph's a cool guy, but he's not a Lloyd.
I'll miss Raph.
Nah, he's coming back.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I just messaged him today. I'm like, hey, can you ask your friend to give me them speakers? So he's gonna help me out with the speakers. Oh, and last thing, thumbnail. What's on the thumbnail? I put Jake Gyllenhaal in Bubble Boy. Movie Bubble Boy. You ever see that movie, Fred?
I'm on mute. No, I haven't.
No, you never seen Bubble Boy? Now that's a stupid movie, but I can get behind that. It's a millennial classic.
Huh.
I wonder if I were to have seen that movie today and have not seen it as a kid, would I like it? I think I would. It's a good movie. It's a pretty epic movie.
Well, I was saying for the thumbnail, you should post my lunch.
I can throw that in there too. I think
Shit, yeah.
Fred's floating lunch.
I was thinking that could be its own thing, just like 2 tard meals in there.
On a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay. In the future, we'll continue the tard meal thing. I sent you guys a tard meal that I made a while ago. It was like an onion ring, a piece of leftover toast from a restaurant, and I think that was it. Oh, and like a pile of ketchup.
It looked like sadness.
Yeah. So it was like a little puddle of ketchup, an onion ring, and a piece of leftover toast from a restaurant. That was that tard meal. So yeah, I have pictures of more tard meals. We can get some tard meals. This will be a running thing. On Instagram too, we'll post our tard meals.
Yeah, I'm down.
Imagine eating this good. Anyways, Paul, get us into this thing. You're the brutal death guy, and I'm not. This is Slam. You showed me this album or this demo probably not that long ago, a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah, my brief introduction to it was, I like how futuristic it sounds. I like the kind of cybernetic, cyber grindy ideas that go on here. The vocals are weird, and Oh, I like the album art. I like how it kind of looks like orchidectomy, where it's like uh, it's almost that laptop desktop fucking like screensaver thing, but it's weird digital art from the mid 2000s, and yeah, that's cool. I haven't gotten into any of the music stuff, but I'll let you explain that. See, if you can we explain slam and brutal death? How do we even talk about something like this?
Well, these guys come from a place where I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the bands in the slam and brutal death metal scene because they're from
Right.
Japan.
Right.
Um, so there's like, let's see, Bomb and Remnants out there. Who else?
Blunt force trauma.
Caddis.
Yeah, Blunt Force Trauma is out there. Infernal Revulsion.
Oh yeah, I
You
forgot
got
about Infernal Revulsion.
Glossectomy is out there.
Don't know that one.
Medic. What's it called?
Medic.
Yeah, it's like Medic pussing.
Medic vomiting pus.
Yeah, that band from Japan
know that
too.
one.
And then
What did you hear from Medic vomiting pus? The album or a demo?
yeah, just the album.
Mm.
I think
Never
that's
heard
from
these
like
guys.
'08 or something. It's just one man shit.
2014.
Yeah, it's a really good shit.
Okay, it's got a high review. It's from Japan. I don't dislike anything that's from Japan.
Yeah, Disconformity. There's a bunch of just
Oh yeah,
great
Disconformity.
great brutal death metal and slam
Mm-hmm.
from Japan, and these guys are among that. This is like people always kind of say this is just like weirdo experimental brutal death metal, but like when you get down to it, it's not really that weird. Like the only
It
thing,
isn't weird.
the only like thing about it is like they'll have like some noise electronics kind of going in
Right.
at some certain points, but it's
That's
like
only that's only slightly experimental. That's only experimental when it as a means of like interludes. And
yeah,
things.
but they
Like,
just
they don't you know.
yeah, they add it in the songs and they'll have like little breaks. It's almost like a rest. Like they have that there, and then they'll jump back into the either really really fast shit or like impossibly slow slams that are like over each song. I think that's like really the highlight in here. Like it's just almost impossibly slow fucking slams going on. That just take the show for me here. And the vocals are crazy over the top, very
They're different.
inhaled.
Even for a genre like this, they're different.
Yeah, there's like layered vocals going on, and it's weird. There's like typical brutal death metal riffs dispersed in there. Like there's probably one or two per song, and then they'll just get into like the slams, which you think would be more more common to hear in other bands, but they do it in such a way that's so unique. And yeah, this is from like '06, and I think there was a couple bands around this time that were coming out with shit like this, but this one just always seemed a bit different. And I think it's not like dripping experimental or anything like that. It's not it's kind of very like what you'd expect, I think. Like if you're really familiar with this genre, then nothing should really surprise you with hearing this demo. But
The production was surprisingly good to me. I didn't expect it to be as big as it is.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it's crazy. It seems like I see that there's credits for both musicians doing drum programming, and it's weird. There's like some like break beats going on, like at the beginning of the first song. It's like he's just doing like crazy, single roll fills and like hitting all these cymbals, and then it'll go more into like brutal death metal drumming where there's some weird rhythms here and there, but it's mainly like blasting or just slams or something. And then I think it's like halfway through there's another song where it has that like big breakbeat drumming, and it almost seems like you can tell which parts were made by who, or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is really great. I don't know if it's my favorite out of Japan with brutal and uh
It's
like slam
basically a
shit.
classic at this point, right?
Yeah, it's straight up classic,
To
but
my understanding.
I don't know if it's my favorite. That probably goes out to like Infernal Revulsion or Vomit Remnants. But
I remember Infernal Revulsion was like, when it came to you and Anthony and Drew, that was always your guys like one of your go-to bands
yeah, that I guess
back in the Dizzy.
Drew found out about that one a long time ago, and when that came out, and then Anthony got his hands on
When you
it.
came out as a brutal death head.
Yeah, and then Anthony got that one and showed us and got on the iPods and listened to it. I think we were in like probably 7th grade or something, so that was really early. I was listening to that and Devourment, Putrepile at the time, so
Yep.
the Japan scene was there early for me. And I don't know. Usually, like Japanese shit is like very, very out there, but it seems like at home in brutal death metal because it's like already such an alien genre.
It is. It's weird because it's like the genre itself is like half alien, half 7-Eleven wigger.
Yeah,
It's
and
kind of crazy.
That's the best description I've ever heard.
yeah, this band and Vomit Remnants are straight up like wigger bands.
That is interesting. It's an interesting
Blunt Force Trauma too.
yeah, it's an interesting kind of dynamic that goes on there. It's like I told Julian this. I was like, I always have this hope that guys that are in brutal death metal bands or guys who are into brutal death metal are also into all the other genres like we are. But I don't think that's the case a lot of the time. It seems like maybe with a band like this, it seems like Slam is more kind of on its own and like doesn't really care about metal
Well, yeah,
in a certain sense.
I think a lot of people will take the journey but just never go back. Like once they
Yeah.
find this, there's like a fucking rabbit hole that's just bottomless that you can find any brutal death or slam bands. Like there's so many different niches within brutal death. There's like one man bands. There's along with the drum machine ones. There's the Colombian scene, the New York scene, Texas.
Yeah.
So there's just like unlimited niches
There's a
within
lot.
it.
There's a lot of different types of this particular style.
Yeah.
It's like a subgenre within a subgenre within a subgenre.
Yeah, because like death metal, you only have like melodic death metal, and then you can go like regionally by Swedish and Finnish and stuff like that. But
Then you can go like melodic black death, and you can
Tech
go
death
melodic
and-
brutal, and you can go melodic tech, and I mean you can always mix these things and kind of
Kraken.
yeah. So what would make it, all the wigger stuff, is that all considered like slam? Like is epicardectomy, is that slam?
I don't know. That might be more of a Julian question. He's very familiar with that album, but I would consider just more brutal death metal along the lines of like Disgorge. But like slam is just like the really like primitive knuckle dragging like chug shit. Like there's a difference between, I guess like a fine line is like uh cephalotripsy is slam where Disgorge is brutal death metal.
Yeah, Disgorge doesn't stop blasting for the most part.
Yeah, they'll
And
have like a
cephalotri-
weird interval like of chugs like here and there, but then they'll just go right back into the
Yeah, cephalotripsy. I mean, they have variation, but it seems like they're much more simple. I listened to that. Or no. Sorry. I'm confusing them with fucking Abominable Putridity. Never mind. Okay, yeah, you're right. Cephalotripsy. They are mostly just like mid-paced chugs and slams, right?
Yeah, it's just really
Yeah.
groovy shit, like Souls of Fate is brutal death metal, but it's like
Definitely, that's all over the place.
yeah, that one's very very wiggery. So it's like you don't really necessarily have to be. I don't think you have to be like wigger to
Pigged
be
out.
slam. Like
Right.
like Dying Fetus isn't slam, but it's very like that's where like Vomit Remnants gets their shit
Well, there
from.
are. I noticed on this demo there are dying fetus type parts. Did you hear that at all, Fred?
You know, it's hard for me to pull out those influences because brutal death
Even
metal
dying
is something
fetus, I felt like that one kind of popped out at me.
I don't listen to Dying Fetus very often. So
Right.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
I
neither
think
do
that's.
the-
I, I think
I feel
that's
like
what I.
there's just a certain type of riff.
Yeah, I think that's what I called like the normal brutal death metal riffs.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple, you know, in every song that has.
I would
it.
call Abominable Purity normal brutal death metal because they remind me a lot of that. They
Yeah.
have variation, but they're like not that crazy.
No.
They're like pretty standard actually.
you know the weird cybernetic approach on some of the tracks, in that sense, kind of reminded me of kind of sexual urge motivation in parts.
Mm-hmm.
But as hard as it for me to pull out influences on this, I can tell you the absolute highlight for me was the vocals. I fucking love the vocals on this thing. And no one's gonna be surprised that this is totally new to me.
Had you heard of this thing before?
No, never.
Okay.
But like the way the vocals are delivered, that weird like gurgling, almost like a groan.
Clicking sound. It sounds like he's not trying that hard, which is interesting.
And there's
It
also
sounds like
sections
he's
where there's layered vocals, so there's like two going on at the same time, so it has
Yeah.
a weirder effect on it.
but it sounds like I don't know how to describe it. A groan, like he's like almost like he's going unconscious as he's doing it. It's a type of vocal that Carcass pulled off in their very earliest days, and I really like the way Pharmacist did it when on some of their albums, especially the first EP, whose name escapes me right now. But I find that kind of vocal approach really unsettling. And when I first heard it on this, I was like, "Fuck yes, this is great." And musically, you know what? I thought the programmed drums would bother me, but they really don't. It works really well on this. I was surprised.
Yeah, there was parts where when I initially heard this, I was like, "Damn, do they have programmed drums and then a real drummer?" But it's just programmed really well for the riffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Did we even say the name of the band?
Mm-mm.
Jenovavirus.
Jenovavirus.
Yeah, with the demo 1 from 06.
Names on the nose.
What is a Jenovavirus?
I don't know.
I think it's just a made-up word. I don't think that's an actual thing.
I thought I saw in like a review that it's like named after something from like Final Fantasy or something.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like it does make sense that a band like this, not just because they're from Japan, but this genre would, especially slam stuff, would attract like anime watchers. I don't know why. It kind of just makes sense to me.
Well, I mean, Japan.
No, I mean besides that, just this genre in particular. I mean, there are. I don't know if you guys have ever come across this stuff, or you, Paul. Like, there is a strange kind of like gory anime type of like either porno grind or brutal death metal. Have you ever seen that shit?
Yeah,
Besides
was
Jig-Eye?
it? Wasn't it like Lord Gore that had a really anime?
Lord
thinking
Gore
of the right
did
one?
have anime girls. I think.
Yeah, I think even fucking like meat shits now, like their merch has a bunch of like anime girls on it. It's weird. And then there's like
Yeah, here we
Gore
go.
Pot too.
Lord Gore, the Autophagus Orgy. Next album, not so much.
Yeah,
But-
just the first one.
But I'm like I shop fairly frequently at CDN Records, and because they that's mostly a brutal death metal slamming label.
It
But
is.
they distribute a lot of random things, and there's a lot of stuff that shows up that I like on there. But just like looking through the inventory, I've seen a lot of anime in there, so I totally agree with that. Even though I don't know why or what bands used it, I know I've seen a lot of anime on their brutal death metal album covers that they stock. So
It's kind of
it
weird. It's
works.
like I remember back. I don't even know how long. Like, let's just say my entire time listening to, checking out brutal death metal, which has been probably since about 2007. I want to say. Um, I feel like I used to come across a lot of stuff that was just kind of noise. A lot like noise stuff came up more than I feel like it does now. 'Cause lately, all the brutal death stuff that I've been discovering is all stuff that's like actual music rather than kind of just obscene bullshit, if that makes sense. Just an observation.
Just for our information, I just googled this. In Final Fantasy VII, Genova is an extraterrestrial entity that crash landed on the planet. It's not a traditional virus, but its cells can infect and alter living beings, causing mutations and mind control. Genova's cells are used by. Now it's getting into too much detail, but there you go. That's Genova.
It's an alien virus that
Yeah, more or
controls your
less.
mind.
From an alien brutal death metal band.
Yeah, you know something, dude. I remember, Paul, when you showed this to me. Initially, I thought it was very weird, but yeah, going back to it, it's really not that weird.
Yeah, it was
There's a
probably with
couple.
all the listening you've been doing recently. You're like, oh yeah, this is just the components of what makes this genre. You know.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like I said, I have been listening to this genre for a long time, but I don't think there was ever a point where I wanted to play music like this, or where I was kind of obsessing about music like this. Because there was a point where I was like checking out everything, and this kind of stuff was there for a time, and I
Yeah,
think I kind of dropped it. Because there was a point in time where I was like, "Fuck slam, fuck brutal death metal." There was a point in time where I did have feelings like that. I've kind of dropped that just because I think it was probably once the new death metal, like there was a bunch of new death metal fucking scenes that kind of branched off. It's funny. It's like I remember Julian telling me, he's like, back in 2016 when it's like when the he's like, when death metal came back. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, well,
What?
he's like, the maggot stomp stuff. I'm like, oh, when the shit I would refer to as that is like Morbus Crawn, Repuked, Maimed, fucking
yeah, like the
that crap.
2011, 2012.
Tribulation, yeah, that's what I would call like the death metal resurgence. And he's talking about like maggot stomp. It's like, that's kind of way later. And he's like, the thrash resurgence.
That
I'm
was
like,
the
I
death
was,
of the resurgence.
yeah, and he's like, the thrash resurgence. I was there for that. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, the Power Trip. I'm like, dude, I was there when Municipal Waste first album came out. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's just kind of a funny thing. Um, I think my appreciation for this came back, uh, probably like, I don't know, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, when death metal started taking this turn where like mortiferum, cerebral rot, blood incantation, all this kind of like boring doomy stuff. Left cross, even though left cross is kind of good, you get what I'm saying. That kind of incantation worship, cavern core type thing. I felt like that was just so prevalent, so rampant at the time, and you couldn't escape it. That stuff was like being promoted everywhere by Iron Bonehead and Nuclear War Now and all everybody else, Dark Descent. All the labels were releasing stuff like that, and I got so bored of that stuff that I remember Drew hanging out with him, and he put on that shit, and I'm like, you know what? I actually appreciate this slamming wig shit over this like new type of doom death scene. I
Yeah,
felt like
totally.
there was stuff out of the off this type of music that was j- just way more creative and doing things that I was actually way more interested in then. than those type of bands. Because I feel like with those, I'm rambling a little bit, but I feel like with those type of bands, they honestly lack creativity. They are. I mean, this isn't like a hot take or anything, but it feels like they were only doing it to be metal or like prove that they like old death metal or something, rather than rather than being true and like trying to do something new. Because I mean, I'll quote Drew and I'll say this for Fossilized. He straight up said he didn't want to be original. He said, "I want to sound like what's popular right now." And I think, if and props to him for being honest about it. But I feel like that was consciously or unconsciously, that was the mindset of a lot of those bands of that time.
Yeah, because
I think there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. I mean, more often than not, I just want to hear an extension of a band I already like. So,
Yeah, especially when there's not a lot from that, original band or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, with this, Fred, you ended up liking this one, right?
Yeah, I actually like this a lot. I thought this
I'm
was great.
actually, dude, that's actually surprising. I figured you wouldn't like this.
No, I
Have
actually
you
really like it.
have you heard anything like it?
Not specifically. Again, the vocals remind me of certain things, but honestly, the because brutal death metal isn't something I'm super familiar with. I think
For now.
anything. Yeah, seriously, I am more open to it than I used to be. I'll tell you that much.
B2.
Probably a good chunk because of Paul, but I think what would throw me off of saying what this reminds me of is the electronic sort of cyber things they throw in there, which kind of threw me off the scent of what else this would remind me of. If I was more familiar with Brutal Death as a whole, I could probably pull out what it reminds me of. But without being super familiar with it, I kind of just heard it for what it was, which I thought was actually really fun, and kind of got absorbed by this weird futuristic kind of approach that they took.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't really remind me of anything specific aside from, like I said, Catasexual Urge Motivation. But I don't think they sound the same as much as had the similar vibe, resulting from those not influences, but that cybernetic kind of aspect.
Yeah. And I think what's it
The,
called?
some of the skronky guitars kind of made me think of, I mean, Incantation used skronky guitars a lot, but I wouldn't say this sounds like Incantation. But I don't know, maybe Brodekin at parts, but I don't think that's. Again, like I'm really reaching for the brutal death metal bands that I know, and that's really what ties them together more than anything for me. So I don't
This one
think
seems to be
I take
pretty
it with a grain of
different
salt.
than anything that I've heard too. Like as recently, like I know the first song there's a couple little parts where there's like almost stock tech death riffs, because a lot of the riffs that aren't slams, they sound more like tech death, obscura style, rather than like a Disgorge or Brodekin or anything like that to me.
Yeah, they have like weird, like you can hear they're like chromatic like melodies almost going on.
Yeah, they're like super clean. There's nothing here that's meant to be super. I mean, it is meant to be dissonant, but not in the sense that like death metal is dissonant. It's dissonant in the sense that like electronic music is dissonant, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or like ambient music is dissonant.
Yeah. And like with this release, I kind of pictured it like of course they're like a little futuristic and like avant-garde at some points with like the way that they do their slams and shit and incorporating electronic music in their stuff, but I always felt like it was futuristic, but they're playing with the instruments of the past, which is our present. So it's like with this sort of new perspective of what this genre could be, and they're just coming back and using these almost like artifact instruments as tools to make this, and to get this across in like 17 minutes is great, because there's like nothing in here that overstays its welcome, and if anything, it makes you want to listen to more of it.
I kind of get the sense that like this music isn't it doesn't feel songwriting at all. It kind of just feels like parts put together, which is kind of cool. Like it it doesn't move forward. It seems to kind of just move around you and like get bigger and bigger, and like these different ideas kind of they're just kind of like almost like a compilation of sounds or something.
Yeah, it's like
That's the way I kind of interpret it.
it's like a formula of like fast slam, fast slam, fast slam, in like every song.
Like songwriting honestly doesn't really matter. It's more of like the way it's more of the riff itself, and also the way the riff kind of change, or the way the next section moves in, rather than like look at this entire song.
Yeah, it's
You know,
very
that- yeah.
like in the moment, like
Yeah, it's extremely perfect way to describe that.
like what you're experiencing at that time. Like it doesn't matter how you get there or where you're going. It's
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't matter what's up next. It's all very like this is what matters right now, and
yeah, very
I think
immediate music.
It kind of it's able to do that because it's so slow.
Yeah,
While most other bands of this maybe not this particular style, but brutal death bands in general are like yeah, they want you to pay attention to the songwriting. They want you to pay attention to how good they are at their instruments. This band doesn't really seem to care about that. They
Yeah.
kind of just want to. You just need. It's like you just need to hear this. It's like you don't really need to pay too much attention. Just listen to it. That's how I feel.
yeah. So from that, we should get into a song then. I was gonna go with track 3. What were you guys gonna pick?
I think I was gonna go with either track 4 or 6.
Hang on. I was going to go with.
4's good.
Yeah, I was going to go with 4 or 5. Scimitar or Sex Eyes Baby.
3, 4,
Okay,
5.
so we'll go with track 3 first, right?
Yeah, we'll go
That
3,
works.
4, 5. So, Primitive Boxy,
A boxy, yeah.
and we'll be right back. right, we're back from the earthquake fucking slams going on at the end.
That ending is fucking insane.
Yeah, they like hint at it where they'll like do these like really compressed, claustrophobic like drops, but it will still be going into like either fast or mid-pace sort of riffing and drumming. But then right when it hits, it's like there's something coming, and it just sweeps the fucking carpet from underneath your feet.
Those drops
It's-
are fucking apocalyptic. It like feels like you went deaf for a second.
Yeah, exactly. And then like the slam where you go into that, and then the next thing you hear is just a fat
the doom
chug.
slam.
Yeah, it's so good. And then
That's like unholy doing a slam. That's like disembowelment doing a slam.
yeah, and then
It sounds like funeral doom with double kicks.
It does, yeah. And then they have the gravity like the fastest drumming ever, over
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
slowest slam ever. Quite the contradiction, but yeah, man, this works so well as like an alien virus type of music. It
Yeah.
feels like that. It sounds like that. You know what feels really alien about this too? The fact that this is produced so fucking well. That's alien.
yeah, for a demo.
You usually don't hear bands like this produced in a way that's so fucking audible.
I think it's the electronics that really add to it, because the
Definitely.
instruments themselves are very isolated and you can hear everything, which
Yeah.
is also helped by having programmed drums, because you kind of just have the samples playing over the MIDI or whatever. And then with the electronics, it seems to be not only throwing in noise and stuff here and there, but all throughout the tracks it seems to be fucking with the vocals, and then the whole like compressing of the trap, and releasing that sort of claustrophobic feeling. And it seems to be like all sprinkled throughout the track. It's like almost another layer, just electronics, but when you listen to it as a whole, it doesn't seem like it has a huge effect. But with these headphones now, it's like, damn, they're really going into it.
Yes, I was kind of immediately interested by this because like the beginning sounds like it sounded a little bit hardcore. Like it sounds kind of like thrash.
Yeah, because that
Really?
was like this was out of the three first tracks. This was the one that started out the fastest. The other ones are like a little bit slower. But I like that they changed the dynamic here and then ended really fucking yeah, like apocalyptically slow and shit.
How you said like Dying Fetus is like quote unquote the normal brutal death, one of the normal brutal death metal bands.
Yeah.
That's what I hear when I hear some of those fast parts, like at the beginning, because it's doing a slight little techie thing, but it's not doing anything that's like mind blowing. It is cool, but it's not.
Yeah, it's for
it's
sure
not the
just
weirdest thing.
yeah, it's for sure just like a riff that they're
Yeah.
doing, rather than like something that goes on for like longer than a regular like bar or something.
That's interesting because it's a cool thrash riff. Like that would be the main part of a Dying Fetus song, but they kind of cut it off really quickly and then just go into a giant slam with the big like blowing up sample thing.
Yeah. Freddy?
There's like another section right after that too that's kind of techie. I was thinking of a band, but I don't exactly remember what they sound like. It might be in that style. Do some of those parts remind you of like Decrepit Birth at all? I don't know if you still listen to them ever. We never talk about fucking Decrepit Birth.
No, I haven't listened to them in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I saw them in like 2010.
Because
Their
they're just
vocals
like
look
a tech
homeless
death
guy.
band, right?
They're a tech death band, yeah. But I don't remember exactly what they. I don't remember their stuff being too impressive to me. I mean, maybe it is, but
I think
I
they
don't
were like better than the tech death that was like coming out during that time, where it was like just overload shit,
like
from what I
Obscura,
remember.
or like
No.
Spawn of Possession. Spawn of Possession. They were kind of one of the shittier ones I remember.
Like Brain Drill, like at the time.
Yeah, Brain Drill was really. Yeah, at the time, even back then, Brain Drill was always like the stupidest band.
Yeah. And you got like Archspire now and stuff.
I
but-
think now people like Infant Annihilator, who I think suck.
Oh yeah, that that was another band. But yeah, Fred, what do you
It's-
think of that track?
These guys strike me like they'd be the melt banana of brutal death metal.
Wait, Fred. What were you doing during the slam?
Slamming.
This is very
Kind of just
important. We got to see if you, join the wigger side.
no. You're gonna be. I was grabbing my crotch and head banging. Is that how
Jackson?
wiggers? Is that how wiggers do it?
Yeah, you just got to make the ugliest face ever and like go with the tempo of the slam. Dude.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
imagining like a wigger with a flat brim, kind of like tipping it down and like kind of doing like a little shuffle. Like your
Yeah.
head's tilted down and you have your two fingers on your thought brim and you're kind of just shuffling.
Is that
No,
it?
I kind of just sat there agape. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like
No,
it's
you got to go.
it's
with
such
it,
an
Fred.
alien sound.
You got to go with the slams.
No, I don't roll that way.
They're so rewarding.
They're so rewarding.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. This little demo is it was an interest. It sounds very different than kind of anything, even slam wise.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying in the comments that this is ahead of its time.
I can see that.
I suppose so, because I mean, what came out in 2006? Cephalotripsy, Infernal Revulsion. I mean, there was
I think-
probably other.
More than what came out in that year, what has come out since that sounds like this?
Question.
That puts it ahead of its time, I think. The fact that no one has. And again, I'm kind of talking out my ass here, but I'm just kind of conjecturing based on what I'm hearing from you guys who know the genre a lot better. It doesn't sound like anyone's come out with anything that people would go, oh yeah, that sounds like Jenovavirus.
Maybe that 7H target, does that kind of. What do you think of that?
I always kind of just have the name there. I haven't really given them a good listen.
You haven't listened to 7H Target. They're a
Mm-mm.
Russian brutal death band. It says technical experimental, but really it's way more slammy than anything. And it has a couple of techie parts. So I don't exactly remember if it's not as upfront as Jenovavirus is, but yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Maybe 7H Target from Russia.
Yeah,
who are
because I
fairly
think
new.
if anything, it's like maybe the first part of the album from Drown Retarded Children, if anything. That's
Sure.
but that's earlier than this. That was 05. And then of course Dripping has really good slams, and that's like what is that, 01?
It's
Or
been a
02?
little. It's been a little while since I've actually heard the Dripping album. I remember it has some really slow slams, but does it have like really kind of disgorgy type of guitar riffing in there too? I kind of don't remember.
There's definitely like dynamics going on, so there's like fast
Yeah.
and then the
I
really
remember
slow shit.
really liking it because of the dynamics.
Yeah, and it has I think a little bit more in your face electronic
They have like samples from all over the place. I
yeah,
remember.
whereas
They got
like
like
this
hip hop and jazz. And
where
all kinds
this
of
is
things.
like almost like in a subtle way, like because
Yeah.
it's throughout the whole track, and of course you can hear when they want you to.
it's during the sections where they want you to know that it's like the slam is happening.
Yeah.
But
So-
I sometimes when the aesthetic is done right, futuristic, mysterious futurism in like aesthetics and kind of some of the choices that this band has made too. I feel like when it's done right, it's such a cool idea, and it's not just one thing. Like futuristic metal can mean like a lot of different things. Like I consider Axis of Advance to be totally futuristic, and
Yeah.
like even Dripping and just anything that's sort of mysterious and like new in a way where you're not exactly sure what they're doing or why they're doing it. That's how I feel here, but it's
How does this hold up against your number one, Wormed?
Wormed. Is that who you mean? You mean Wormed?
Yeah, your number one, Wormed.
My number one Wormed. It's 100% different. They're almost nothing alike. Because Wormed, I don't. When's the last time you heard Worm? Do you recall what Worm sounds like? I hear it honestly often, but
Maybe like a month ago.
oh really? Yeah, because Wormed is okay. If there's one thing that's like similar, it's the vocals are really weird. That's like maybe where the similarities stop. Because Wormed does
Well, I'm not saying like comparison wise. I'm just saying how it holds up compared to
how
your
it holds
favorite.
up. Yeah, it definitely holds up. It's
Because that's like Wormed is probably as alien as it gets.
yeah. This one is not as alien. This, like you said, it isn't as weird and as people make it out to be, or as like we kind of think it to be at first glance or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I would say it's definitely up there in terms of just overall impact. Like if this has an impact on this type of brutal death, and Wormed has an impact on the other another side, which I kind of don't think that there is another side for Wormed, if that makes sense. Like what band sounds like Wormed? There's like no, there's almost no comparison. I would say that band you showed me, Bane. I would say Bane is one of the only bands that's similar enough.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are Worm worth listening to?
Totally.
Wormed is my favorite brutal death metal album. The first
Yeah,
album,
all
I
right.
think it's from 2004. I'm
I'll
not.
give
I'm
it a
not
spin.
picking it for. I'm not picking it for the block, but I think I might in the future. I probably will in the future.
Yeah, it deserves its own.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Planispherium, 2003. It's insane.
Well, let's get into the next track then.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Which one is that? That's Dan's pick. Scimitar?
Scimitar.
Cool.
The Minotaur. Alright, we're gonna be right back. Alright, we are back. We almost got sucked into the next song, but I got the boys out in time.
Whew.
So yeah, we're just came back from Scimitar. What do you guys think?
The
Fucked up.
riff near the middle end is the same one that Jim Carrey does when he's imitating Napalm Death
thrashy one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very like Dying Fetus was all over that. Dan was saying Obscura. A lot of like
I swear Obscura would do riffs
no,
like
yeah,
that.
no, seriously, yeah.
Like Septuagint and shit.
A lot of just tech death kind of riffs, and then of course there's pinchy sort of stuff. Like it sounds like a regular death metal riff, but they add the pinches on it, make it sound a little weirder. And then
little Baphomet, little suffocation, little like banished.
Yeah, and then
what you would imagine an old band to do.
Yeah, and it has like regular drum grooves over it. They'll open close the hi hat here and there, make it sound weird. But I think the electronic drums kind of take away from that live feeling that you would actually get from like hi hat manipulation like that, because it just sounds so quick. Like it goes.
I think we discovered a secret of like some of the transitions here. Every time they do a slam and they slow it down, they do the electronics.
Yeah,
they melt your brain, and then the slam goes slower.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like you get caught in like a slow motion
it's
scene.
Like, it slows down every time, or it's like
yeah, you get warped into the slam tempo.
Not a bad move, not a bad decision. Yeah, I think it happens every song. I think every time they slow down the slam. I think that little warping sound comes on.
I think it's better and more effective than the fucking 808 like that. That's
like
cool.
Bomb.
Yeah, because that happens more often now. We'll just throw in like 808s and stuff. I think Dripping was doing that shit before, but now it's kind of like it's expected. Whereas this is like, all right, let's fucking it's warping time.
Why do they call it 808?
It's the 808 drum. It's like a
drum.
Yeah. It's like a preset drums. There's like a 909 and 707, and there's 808, and it has just a really bassy kick tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they call it that.
Yeah, it seems like they had to kind of produce theirs a little bit where it's actually done
it goes with the song, and
done
it's
on
like
a
written
computer
with
or
it.
done on something. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, good song. I mean, I feel like the demo for me peaked at track 3. Like, it has such a strong opening from 1 and 2 to 3. It just peaks, and then the rest of it kind of just like is coasting. It's like plateaued for me. It's like, damn, like we already fucking slammed you to death. Like,
right, get slammed, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get slammed to death. That's almost what this is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, good track. Is there any particular reason why you wanted to choose that one, Dan?
Oh, honestly, I liked I was listening to this today and this weekend, and I was thinking like, oh, I want to do this one. No, I want to do this one. Honestly, all the songs are practically the same in certain ways. They all do the same things. The riffs are different, but they're all basically like structured the exact same way. So it kind of didn't matter. I just remember seeing what song I was listening to and be like, I'm going to pick this one. No, I'm going to pick this one. So no, there really wasn't a particular reason. I enjoyed the demo.
Okay. You just couldn't choose. It was just in the moment.
All I wanted to choose like track 4, track 5, and 6. So I had to choose one of them, really.
Damn. Yeah, 3 was just always stood out for me, where I'm like, yeah. Before I even listened to it again when it was brought up, I was like, yeah, I'm doing track 3. Like, it's like such a fucking historical slam.
Yeah. None of this was none of this had stuck in my memory what this actually sounded like. The only thing I remember is like weird. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I will say
it's not that weird. No,
it's not that weird. No, it's a little weird.
Let me give you guys a little secret. It's not that weird.
No, I believe you.
I don't know. I was hesitating between track 4 and 5. So between this one and the next one, Sex Eyes Baby. And this one just I found a particularly explosive opening. More so than the rest. and I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah, just like for the 4 repetitions, it does like it kind of, it's like almost neck breaking what they go into after.
I mean, I was gonna say it's the shortest track, but looking at the track times, all of them are in the 2 minute range. There's only the opening track that's
It's like 4, yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, it's shorter, but it's not that much shorter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering about the spelling of the words on this album. Is it intentional, or did they?
Is what intentional? Like that cell is missing an L?
Well, yeah, dividing cell. So dividing spelled wrong on
Well, yeah, it is
possibly
spelled
on purpose.
wrong. Dividing.
Cell has one L. Primitive is spelled wrong. I'm not sure what a boxy is, but
primitive.
Yeah, and scimitar is spelled wrong too.
Scimitar is not spelled wrong, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
There's no e in scimitar.
Okay. Yeah, this song's supposed to be called "Wiring a Deep Brain," but it's called "Ring a Deep Brain."
Yeah, like the only title that truly makes sense is "Sex Eyes Baby."
That's just. I think it's just supposed to be like
For other Japanese second
alien.
language.
No, I don't think it's supposed to be Japanese. I think it's supposed to be like aliens. Aliens spelling human words.
That's the thing, right? Like it strikes me as intentional.
It is. It has to be. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely intentional. I like how it's sort of hard to tell what this album cover is. Is it like a dead lady in the leaves?
Yeah, I see a corpse.
Because the album's sideways.
Yeah. I think it's like she's like being hung from a tree.
Oh, and the logo sideways.
Yeah. The logo almost looks like a shark.
It looks like the Game Shark.
Yeah.
I guess Tiburon wasn't the only one then.
Dang old Game Shark, man. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You guys seen the logo for Tiburon?
Cheat codes? What was this? Did you say Fredward?
I said, you guys seen the logo for Tiburon?
Who's Tiburon?
It's a Swiss death metal band. Tiburon. That is the original death metal shark logo.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I remember this, dude. I heard this. Yeah, not too. I know. I'm not sure what I heard from this band. I have heard this though.
I have the Underdark, and there's a good chance I sent that to you guys in the chat.
The Underdark. Yeah, I mean something. This band does look familiar. I cannot remember what I heard from them though.
Mm-hmm.
Good logo.
Right?
Yeah, I think there's already a logo that kind of looks like that, isn't there? I swear there's a logo that looks like that.
Anyway.
I think I remember I had a keychain of it or something.
Let's get into the next song.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Alright.
Okay.
Sex Eyes Baby.
Hell yeah.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back from the sex eyes, baby.
The Sex Eyes Baby.
Like, don't give me those sex eyes, baby.
I'd really love to know what the lyrics are on this.
Oh, it goes.
That, that clears it up a lot.
Reminds me of the company that pops up at the end of Wonder shows and our Xavier Renegade Angel. It's like that shitting monster. It's like right.
But yeah, while we're about to listen to it, we're chatting how the song titles on this are all spelled wrong, and it looks very intentional, like dividing, cell, primitive, scimitar, all spelled incorrectly, but it looks intentional. I really wonder what the idea behind that was.
Aliens speaking English, I think.
Yeah,
my
it could be
idea.
right.
Aliens
my
speaking
interpretation.
Japanese to translate to English.
These aliens
Oh.
are turning Japanese. They think they're turning Japanese. I really think so.
Alien English. I like it.
There was one eccentricity in that song that, to me, that didn't pop up anywhere else, and it only lasted one count. It was like some really fucking cool sounding tremolo riff, but it only lasted one count. I don't think that was it was meant to be an like a thing, but it was for me. That was like the part that fucking I perked up.
I like the chugging part that reminded me kind of in Primitive Epoxy, the part that sounded like disembowelment, but with blasting running under it as it was going, wasn't as slow on this one, but still sounded really fucking cool. And again, the vocals are fantastic. I love the way this song ends with the electronic noises. Total off-kilter comment, but it reminds me a lot of Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals. There's a few songs on that kind of end with just static electric noises like that. And which is cool because that's a very nihilistic, futuristic album as well.
Fred, are you familiar with the band called Poppy Seed Grinder
I am not.
from the Czech Republic?
Nope.
They have like different vocalists, I think. No, it's just one vocalist, but he does a lot of different styles. But he does stuff that sounds pretty close to what this dude does when it comes to those like almost grunting.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar with these guys.
Check out the song "Concrete World" because that's just like a straight up cool. I don't even know what you would call it. Says brutal death, but it almost reminds me of like it's like brutal death mixed with gore grind in the most normal way, but it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's almost like Dying Fetus, but a little bit weirder. It's Dying Fetus if they're from the Czech Republic.
Anything put through the filter of being from the Czech Republic will tickle me. I love anything that comes from Czech. They just pull it off whatever they want to masterfully.
Yeah, I want to send you this Poppy Seed Grinder song. It's really something. It's been in my my fucking memory vault for a long time now. Let's see, how do I share? Boom. Yeah. Anything you want to say about that one, Paulus? Before we depart.
Yeah, I just think again, if Fred isn't slamming during those chug parts, I don't know what will get you to slam because like this record takes that namesake of the genre to like a whole new level. With how they incorporate it in their songs, adding the electronics and just doing it almost in like a funeral doom way, and having the vocals over it, having the faster drums playing some parts or even having the drums absent. Like there was a part where it seemed like it was just ringing the bell on the ride, and I was trying to listen so hard for like where a snare was, but I feel like I was doing that so hard I was kind of making one up where it would be, because I didn't hear one. Did you guys hear the snare during the slam with the bell ringing?
I didn't notice. I didn't notice that there wasn't a snare right there until you said it.
Because it was like double kicks and then the brring, brring, brring. And it didn't seem like there was a snare or like it was like so low in the mix, because I felt it when it was going into like the chug.
Did it sound cool without a snare?
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, maybe you don't always need a snare. You can do other things.
It's true.
It is true. You can always do something else.
But yeah, what'd you guys think? Whole package, Fred. How was the first episode of the Brutal Block for you?
It's a great start, and between
agree.
this and Orchidectomy, all that while back, I'm finding brutal death metal that I'm enjoying. So we're off to a good start. This one really seems to have a unique approach, though, and I really appreciate that. I know a lot of brutal death metal uses like alien and like mutation sort of imagery, and listening to it doesn't always equate to that. It's kind of funny that this one's imagery is fairly innocuous. Like the band's logo is there, and then an obscured image of possibly someone being hanged or hanging. But this is some of the most alien shit I've ever heard. Like it's
The mystery is way cool.
yeah.
Yeah, don't need to see the monster.
Yeah, like you said, Fred. There's, like, this genre has a lot of like mutation and like detailed artwork of like these scenarios. I feel
Yeah.
I don't really love artwork that looks like that. I like stuff that's more subtle than that. You know, something that leaves something to the imagination.
You know, I don't necessarily mind the artwork like that, but I just don't find that the music always reflects that.
Right.
They have this weird sci-fi artwork, and that's great. And then the music just kind of sounds like brutal death metal. Great, cool.
Yeah, this fits, I think, perfectly.
Yeah, no, this fits perfectly. It's well, I mean, no, this one could have had some of that weird sci-fi artwork, and it actually would have worked because the music does sound completely out there. But it doesn't, and that's fine. The imagery is so obscure it can almost be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
But no, I really like the electronic sounds in this that give it that real cold sci-fi space-like approach. And the vocals just sound inhumane. Like it's a very unsettling vocal approach. I like that.
Humanity is not present here. It's just cold, calculated machines or aliens or a virus or something like that.
And that's why the program drums really work on this too. They're well done, that it doesn't necessarily sound. I mean, it does, especially in the really fast parts. You can tell it's program drumming, but it's not. It's not intrusive. Like, it works, and it's mixed just right so that it propels it forward. It gives it a really cool alien feeling without being so in your face. You're like, this is really fake drumming.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, just really, really well pulled off. I really like this.
Danny?
The few weird parts that there are here are there. Nothing's overused. There are like Paul said, it's not that weird. No, it isn't that weird. But there definitely are a few weird parts sprinkled in here and there. But they're so like sparsely used that it's just tastefully done. It's and I'm not even talking about like the electronic sounds. I'm talking about the actual riffs and drum things that happen in this.
I think the riffs aren't that unusual when you listen to just that.
No.
It's just the way that it's mixed together with the drumming, the vocals, and those electronic sounds makes it weird in that sense.
There are a few sections, especially in the intros to these songs, where there's a lot of strange changes within the riffs. They change really fast, and that's kind of part of the strangeness to it. I think that's just part of the formula. Is like the intros, although they're short and only last like maybe 2 counts, and like 4 at most, they change so quickly where it almost fakes you out and thinking that you're going to get this like big epic constantly changing thing, but what you really get is that in the beginning, and then just a series of slams, and then maybe you get a little bit of the techie riffs, and then you get some slams, and then the song's over, and that's pretty much the demo. Yeah, it's a great approach, and as far as the riffing not being that weird and it's like relatively normal, I think that works for a band like this just because the production is like it wouldn't really make sense for there to be any other types of riffs besides the ones that are actually used here. And I'm not talking about the slams, I'm talking about like the riffing. You know, they work those types of quote unquote normal brutal death metal riffs work alongside these elongated slams. It kind of seems to be the only thing that makes sense for a band like this.
Yeah. This is kind of just popping in my mind now, but on the first track we listened to, Primitive Epoxy, that really slow slamming part with the fast drumming, Hear Me Out, kind of reminded me of Dark Space.
That works. That actually works. Dark Space is cold.
Right?
It's calculated. It's yeah, that kind of works. I've never been a huge
It's
fan
weird
of
to
Dark
draw
Space,
that comparison, but it works for me.
It's not that weird because Dark Space is also in a weird spot too, where it's like futuristic, alien, kind of strangely distant music. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no. Once you've listened to it and like hear why I'm referring to them, yeah, I think it does make sense. But man, when we started doing a block of brutal death metal albums, Dark Space is not a band I thought would come up
Shit, you never know, dude. You never
in
know what's gonna
discussion.
come up. When I was listening to this, when I was with my dad, he like walked by and he heard me listen. He goes, "Are you kidding?" I don't exactly know what that means. I guess it's like this music is ridiculous to an older fellow.
I mean, it is.
Funny.
It is ridiculous in general.
It is. Death metal's funny. It's weird. It's yeah. It's embarrassing. Like that. Like Auntie Bowman said.
I can only imagine
This is
like
embarrassing.
my parents, like, and God bless them, they were so patient when I was in high school. They would bring me to record stores and I'd grab a CD and I'd pop it in the CD player on the drive home. They would not say a word. But here I'm playing Demulich and this guy's just burping along and they're just like, yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, cool. Maybe for, I think, not this thumbnail, maybe the next one. We'll do like one of each of our tard meals on the thumbnail. So we have Fred's peppers and beans. I have my toast and onion rings. Paul, you got to take a picture of a tard meal in the next week.
Okay.
And between now and then, I might have a much
together.
dumber meal. So,
All right, yeah, cool. I don't get to the tard meals as much as I used to, but I have some good pictures. I have some very artfully, tastefully taken tard meals.
Maybe I'll just look through Nelson's Instagram and find one of those.
I don't think Nelson's Instagram's even up there anymore.
Very good.
Very good.
All right, guys. This is the first of many, and by many I mean 4.
By many, he means what we're gonna do is each pick. We're gonna each have 3 albums per episode starting next week.
So look out for
get
that.
ready for that. Yeah.
10 albums there, boys.
God damn.
Yeah. As soon as we hit stop, Paul can tell us what we got next week.
Hell yeah.
All right, we'll leave you on that cliffhanger. Bye.
Dun dun dun.